Okay, let's get this going on. We are at the coffee shop making our beat of the day. So we're in Studio One, and I have an audio loop here from 20th Century Box, Synth Box, Blade Runner bass. All right, I'm gonna slow it down a little bit. Okay, so let's see what we could do with this. I'm not a fan of that pattern, but I like the first note. So let's make our own pattern. We'll start on C because that's where it started. Dun, dun, dun. Dun, dun. Well, let's just hear how that sounds. All right, I like it. So let's run it through 3 times, and then maybe go to another chord on the 4th time. So let's go. And then let's just go to. Oops, wrong note. Let's go down one more. There we go. Okay, so we have a pattern there. Let's group it all so we just know it's one particular idea. And then let's get some drums in there. I'm going to do what I've been doing lately on drums. I'm going to drag impact in. I'm going to hit the browser here. I'm just going to randomly kind of just scroll around and see where I land. That's Tense Tech. No idea what it sounds like, but we're going to use it. I think it's fun to kind of force yourself to use whatever you have, because you get creative when you do that. So, we're going to have to get creative because I'm not a fan of any of those instruments. Well, it's different. So let's draw a pattern in there using event, instrument parts, insert a pattern, because I am a huge fan of patterns these days. And let's double click. And let's go. Ooh, that's kind of neat. Just with 3 rim shots there at the end. Ooh, these hi-hats are funky. And let's just do 4 hi-hats there. And I like to draw some random stuff in. Let's just do that. All right. I think, excuse the noise, we're definitely in the coffee shop, but if you watched any of my other videos, it adds to the ambiance, doesn't it? All right, so we got a percussion sound there. I don't want to make that too prominent, so let's bring that down. Okay, I think that's a cool enough pattern to get us rolling. So let's just duplicate it. And I don't like how I go ramp up at the end here. Let me just change that. Let's bring that back in. And I think we need more of a snare hit. So we either got to beef up our snare or put the clap in. I think I'm about putting the clap in. So let's hear this. But I think the clap is too low, so let's tune it up a little bit. Maybe we'll dress up the drums a little bit later, but at least we have a basic beat going. And so what else does this need now? Let me just listen to it and let's feel out what it needs. Okay, it needs a lead. So let's go into Mai Tai. And let's go into leads. Let's do a spin. What's Tokyo Stab? That might work. Let's see what we can do with that. I'm going to turn caps lock on and mess around with the, what did I do? I hit the wrong button. Let's just play around with some lead sounds here. All right, I kind of like that. Let's see if retrospective recording picked that up. Oh, I didn't get the end of it because it was looping. But we got it pretty much close. Here we go. I'm going to quantize it. I want to bump these over a little bit, and we want to go dun 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 dun. Cool. All right, so we have a lead in there, which will add a little bit of flavor. And let's hear how it sounds. And then let's go dun 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 dun. So I like the bass line, but I think we need more bass. So let me bring in another Mai Tai. And let's get a bass patch going. And let's just draw on some basic bass here. Some low, yeah. Very basic riff here. Sort of bum, 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 bum. Okay, let's solo this. Just make sure we get some bass going on. Okay, that's cool. I don't have a lot of bass in these earbuds I'm using, so I might be missing something, but I think we're doing pretty good. All right, now let's go back and dress up the drums because they're a little too harsh, I think. So let's see what we can do with the drums. I think that's a little too loud. Let's bring it down. And let's draw a new lead in here for this breakdown. I'm gonna do something wild here. I like what we got there. So we got like a and I'm gonna draw some chords in here. How do I want to do this? I think I want to just duplicate this entire track, at least the instrument, and I want to put just a crazy, super fast arpeggiation on the chords here. Of what are we in? We're in C minor. So I want to do a C minor. But we actually go down to, what is that? G sharp? And then a B sharp. Okay, so we got that. So let's just throw an arpeggiator in there and make it super and high range, but super fast. Let's hear how this sounds. Neat. All right, that's what I wanted. That's what I was kind of looking for. So let's see what we got. Maybe we could just chuck a little bit of a distortion on there to give it some, pardon my French, balls. And let's just loop this around, see what we've got going on. Maybe something like that. I think it's a little too much, just need a little bit. Okay, that's cool. So we need some frills now, some little spice along the edges just to dress it up. So let's look at some effects we could use. Let's go into Files, and let's look for Impact. And then a riser. So you got risers in here? All right, you get the idea. So I want to put some effects on this, like some reverb and delay on these, because it just always lets them sit in the mix a little bit better. So I'm going to go to the mixer, and I'm going to chill out these guys here, because we need space. Make space. And I like going bam, bam, give us some room. Now we can make some effects channels. And I'm going to put a room in here, reverb, and let's make an effects channel. And put a delay in there. I like the analog. Okay, so now we got 2 effects channels. And on the risers and impacts and stuff, I like to put effects on it. So let's go to those effects channels. And I'm going to hit F4 just to easily get access to this. I'm going to put reverb and delay on it. I'm going to go to the riser. I'm going to put reverb and delay on it. And let's just hear how this sounds. All right, let's hear how it sounds from the beginning. All right, that's pretty wild. You know, it's obviously just, I'm throwing down ideas, but it's kind of cool. There's only one more thing I'd like to do. I want to, let's mess with some automation on this Mai Tai to maybe pull out the lows right when this starts, and then bring them back in as the riser goes up. So let me just chuck an EQ. Onto this track, and let's automate this low cut filter, and then let's go back in and just draw in how we want it to be. So we just want it to happen here, so we actually don't want it on at all in the rest of the song. So see what we got going on here. Okay, I want to go the opposite direction. So we want it to be down here and then like this. So let's bring it in. And we want it to start here. And we want it to be maxed here, or maxed down here. So maybe we could do like some kind of curve this direction. Let's try this. Yeah, that's what we want. And while we're in here, let's throw in some drums right at the end. So let's just draw the loop there. So our pattern, and let's do. Okay, let's use the line tool here and just go a little. Well, let's first select all these mamas. And let's use the line tool and just draw in a curve. Let's go. Okay, let's hear how this sounds. It's goofy. All right, here we go. Oops, I need to unmute everything. Here we go. All right, you get the idea. It ain't pretty, but it's ideas, and hopefully I stimulated some thought for you guys. I highly recommend opening your DAW every day and just doing something like this. Hey, this isn't perfect. I make it on the fly at a coffee shop, and it just gets the juices flowing, and that's what the purpose of these kind of coffee shop jams are for. So hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you at the next video.